Hello, my name is Franklyn and I'm a master's student at University College London and Yale. Now, one of the worst things about coming home after a long day of work is to realize that you have to cook an entire meal from scratch. Now, one way to avoid this is to cook most of the meal on the weekend so that all you have to do is heat up the pre-cooked portion of the meal. Today I'm going to show you how to make a large meatloaf that makes at least 7 servings so that you can use it throughout the week in a variety of dishes. Now we want to start with 1.5 pounds of ground beef or a vegetarian substitute like I've used, like soy or veggie ground beef. Now all you need to do is add some vegetables. So I've chosen 8 button white mushrooms, very thinly sliced. These are a really good source of riboflavin, which is a B vitamin, and it helps in a lot of metabolic processes, especially the release of energy from the carbs we eat. So now I have 3 more vegetables to add. Here I have half a zucchini, thinly sliced. I also have half a bell pepper and 1 tomato diced up. Now all 3 of these vegetables are good sources of a lot of nutrients, but especially vitamins A and C, and also folate. Folate is another B vitamin that's important in a lot of biological processes, but especially in the creation of healthy red blood cells. So now we have 4 different vegetables in our dish, a lot of protein, and we just need to find a way to help them hold together into a meatloaf. So I have 1 egg already beaten. I'm going to add that in. And I have crumbled up 12 whole wheat crackers, and this just helps give the dish a little bit of texture and hold everything together. Now lastly, I have half a cup of tomato sauce, or you can use tomato paste. Sometimes I choose tomato paste because it's simply pureed tomatoes, so you can avoid some of the sugar that sometimes gets added into the tomato sauce that you can find at the stores. So this is all you need to do, is add all of these together and make sure it's really well mixed. Then you can add some seasoning. So salt and pepper is always a really good choice. You can also add garlic if you like that, or any other spices that you're interested in. So I'm just going to mix these together really well. And you'll have wanted to preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And this will cook in a loaf pan. You could use a large loaf pan or 2 medium-sized ones, and they might cook a little faster that way. And it cooks for about 50 minutes. Now, if you don't already have a metal loaf pan, you could always get an aluminum foil one at the store. So a lot of grocery stores have these, and they're just a couple bucks, so it's a really cheap option. Now I'm just going to put some of the meatloaf into the pan and get it ready to cook. Now one of the great things about this dish is that once it's done cooking, you can just take a slice of it, have it with a baked potato, and you have a complete meal right away. Then you can just keep the rest in the loaf pan, cover it up, put it in the fridge, and then add it to different meals throughout the week. So for example, if you feel like tacos one night, you can add the meatloaf to some corn tortillas or flour tortillas with some vegetables and cheese, and you're all set. You could also heat it up on the stovetop alongside some rice and beans. You could even crumble a bit of the meatloaf over top of your favorite salad, and that'll add some protein to that meal. You could even make a snack with this meatloaf. You could mix some of it with some sour cream, cheese, and salsa, and use it as a dip for tortilla chips. If you're really in a hurry, you could spread some of the meatloaf over top of some toast and just eat it that way. One of my favorite things to do is to take some of the meatloaf and just roll it into meatballs and add it to pasta for a really nice big filling meal. So the point is that you can use this meatloaf a lot of different ways, and I hope that you enjoy finding different ways to add this versatile dish to your meals throughout the week. Thank you.